apologize, the last video stopped abruptly because my batteries ran out. And if you look in the comments feature of this YouTube video, you'll understand the video that led up to this one that accidentally stopped midstream while I was talking because the batteries ran out. It is still September 27th, 2012. And this is a continuation, a brief continuation of what I was talking about on a previous video. Now, again, look in the comments feature of this YouTube video to see the video that this is a continuation of. So basically what they do is, if you're a woman, which 70% of these targets of these expeditions are women, single women, is that they get along your route and engage in these sensitization tactics that in turn make you feel stalked because they got to know who you are to do it, which means that what they're doing is communicating by cell phones. The host and director of these expeditions gets these people along your route. He shows you a picture of the target. It shows them a picture of the target, and then has those people get along your route, or they'll point out who the target is once the target arrives in a specific area in reference to a target's regular route. Like if I go to the Hazard Center trolley station every day. Yeah. So the point I'm trying to make is they have you identified. They point out who you are through multiple avenues, and then have people get along your route to engage in specific types of physical gestures and or types of verbal statements. This in turn makes you feel overtly harassed and stalked, and it also keeps the body reacting to the sensitization every time, and mentally. It makes the body physiologically respond to the sensitization, and it makes you also mentally respond to it. It keeps you in a neural mental loop. And most seasoned targets have peaks and valleys in reference to how sometimes they'll react to it and sometimes it won't bother them at all. But it's the audacity of them doing it. And it's the constant alteration of a target's life, because this sensitization harassment is not the only thing whatsoever that happens to a target's life. We're blacklisted from employment. We're kept isolated from social relationships. We're ostracized within the community, and we're also denied services that are rightfully and legally our right to have, like social services, which is what I'm dealing with now. Go to Google and type in organized stalking or gang stalking and social services workers. Yesterday I went to SDSU, and when I went to SDSU Love Library on the first floor, I used the computer for 2 full hours while I'm there. Every single person that came and sat down next to me on both sides engaged in this gang stalking physical gesture. And they don't just do this. They'll sit there the whole time and do this, because they try to sensitize you to normal physical gestures so onlookers have no idea what's going on around you. Okay? They're clever. And this is another physical gesture that they engage in, like this. They had a guy the time before last I went to SDSU, he came and stood at the computer station where I was sitting at, right next to mine, and the whole entire time he just stood there like this. Okay, so if you can see a profile of this, he just stood there the whole entire time. Now that's an abnormal physical gesture for somebody to just stand there at a computer for over 30 minutes and just do this the entire time. Did not let his hand down once. Okay? So all the ones that sat down next to me yesterday, which were over 12, repeating, you know, they were rotating the people they were using, were doing this. They come and sit down next to me the whole entire duration. Okay? The whole entire duration. Okay? Or what they'll do along my routes is get along my routes and go like this, and then go like this, and then laugh like that. Okay? And this is what I mean, and this in turn makes a target feel stalked. Now, I have literally been subjected to this same organized gang stalking sensitization tactics by SDSU and UCSD and USD campus safety staff, library staff, maintenance staff, restaurant staff. Yeah, because what they do is when a target's on a university campus and they like, if I go to a certain campus every day, what they'll do is see my routes when I'm on campus. I spend a few hours at the library. I'll go to the restaurant on the campus to get something to eat. And if I do that every single time I go there, they know my routes. So they're communicating by cell phones, and when I leave one building to go to the next, they just notify the people in the next building to engage in the organized gang stalking expeditions once I arrive there. Look in the comments feature of this YouTube video for another video as well that's going to literally show you me predicting that. See, when I'm on SDSU campus, I'll be in one place, like the Love Library. I'll leave there, go to the bathroom, and then go to the store. That's right across the, it's a small store that sells, you know, beverages and snacks and stuff. It's not the actual SDSU store. but it's right across from the SDSU store. And before I enter that actual building, I'll say, let's see how many times I hear gang stalker or gang stalking being said in my environment once I get there, because they tried to sensitize me to that being repeated along my routes as well. I get there and it's caught on audio and at times video, and I've uploaded those videos to YouTube. I've also done the same thing at multiple businesses and UCSD campus as well. So what's the likelihood of me catching the word gang stalker or gang stalking being said around me at 8 different locations, especially after I predicted before I even arrived at the location, if this wasn't happening? I'm in San Diego, California. Go to Google, go to Google and type in "learning disabled woman catches direct conversation tactics along her routes," and witness the videos and the comments features in those YouTube videos, because when you witness one video and the comments feature is copied and pasted YouTube titles of where else it was caught, the same exact tactic, which will show you me being stalked along multiple routes. The likelihood of that occurring statistically is totally improbable. Okay, it's way past the billions to one. Because think about it, go about your day. In fact, go about your day for 7 days in a row and think to yourself, let's see how, and carry a digital tape recorder like I do. I carry this on my chest every day attached to my undergarments. And carry one with you if you feel so inclined. And then predicting it, let's see how many times I hear the word gang stalker, oh my God, weird or crazy being said around you. Yeah. And then listen to it every single day for 1 straight week. You might hear "oh my God" being said, because that is somewhat of a common phrase. Somewhat. Okay, but gang stalker or gang stalking, no way. Okay, I hear it. I have over 300 audio files of it being said around me in over 12 different locations every single day. And at least 40% of those audio files had me predicting it, that I was going to hear it before I even, before I get on a trolley, before I arrive at Hazard Center Ultra Star Movie Theater, before I arrive at Jack in the Box off at Hazard Center driveway, or Ralph's off of Ralph's driveway in Frazee and Friars Road, or Burger King, which is in the same Friars Mission Center Plaza, or CVS, or on my trolley routes or bus routes, including the UCSD shuttle service. And this is what I'm talking about, how they repeat certain words, phrases, or comments along your routes to make you feel harassed overtly and to make you feel stalked, because it's the repetition of how many times you experience it. They try to never let you mentally rest, okay? I'm in San Diego, California, and I'm going to tell you something right now. The assault that I mentioned in the previous YouTube video, that's in the comments feature of this one, about me being assaulted on an MTS bus, it was predicted 11 days before it occurred in an email file. That email file was printed and scanned, attached in a PDF link, put in a blog, and that blog's URL address is in the comments feature of that YouTube video showing me being assaulted. Go to YouTube and type in "learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on MTS bus." What's the likelihood of me being assaulted on public transportation 11 days after I predicted? I'm in San Diego, California. I'm here today to fellow Americans to tell you this is happening to hundreds of thousands of people right now in America. There's petitions all over the internet concerning this crime, the technologies that's also being used against those targets. And you know what else they do? They get online and create fake YouTube accounts, and either will pretend to be fellow targets and will discredit your claims, or will pretend to be just innocent viewers looking at your videos and then calling you crazy. Because cyber surveillance, cyber hindrance, cyber espionage, and cyberbullying is another aspect of their methods and expeditions. Go to YouTube and type in "gang stalking bullying on steroids." I'm in San Diego, California. I make these videos in order to inform, to help fellow San Diegoans know the truth about what's happening to me, hundreds of thousands of other Americans, so you'll know. And this is organized crime within the system. I'm in San Diego, California. Thank you.